Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina. So today we're going to be going over a clip from Piers Morgan where a trans non-binary guest melts down when asked what non-binary is. I found it absolutely hilarious. I saw the whole thing. We're just going to include this Megyn Kelly clip in here where she goes over it.
He had on someone describing themselves as a journalist named Lori Penny. And it was a panel involving about the trans issue and the whole gender confusion. And he's got another panelist on there who is a male to female trans person. And then he's got this Lori Penny who describes, I think, herself as non-binary. And Piers did something so simple and seemingly so obvious, but like that you never see done, which was to turn to this person and say, what does that mean? And here's a sampling. I wish I could play you the whole segment, but we'd be here all day. Here's a sampling of what happened next.
The actual point of free speech is you have to tolerate and allow people to say things you don't like. That is the point of free speech.
100%.
Unless you're actually inciting a crime, and nobody could have read that Graham tweet and not thought he was just cracking a rather crass joke.
Talk about Grand Lineal.
No, if anything,
Well, Blair's a trans woman. Why don't we let her answer?
I'm also transgender.
I know.
Go ahead.
Now, if you heard her, she said, I'm also transgender. What? See, what I know of being trans is that you're either male to female or you're female to male. You're not just a boring chick who's stating she's trans when she doesn't identify as female or male and she's non-binary. Non-binary is not trans. Trans is not non-binary. It's a bunch of baloney. It makes no sense. It's stupid. And the person who says it is even dumber, like this lady.
Which trans are you, if you don't mind me asking?
non-binary.
I'm just curious what you mean by non-binary. What does that mean?
I'm curious. Firstly,
What are your pronouns?
they, them.
What does that mean? There's only one of you.
What does they, them? Actually, they, them has been, the collective they has been used to refer to individual people for centuries and still is. So, if you don't understand basic grammar, that's on you. But
I don't understand. I've got to be honest with you. I don't understand the concept of what non-binary means, or why you would use a plural pronoun to describe a singular person. That makes sense. To me, this is the problem with the whole woke thing. Is that it's inexplicable. Nobody really knows what it means. I don't know what you mean by non-binary they, them. There's one of you sitting here, and you look to me female. You're a female?
Okay.
Are you a female?
If you don't understand what non-binary means...
Are you a female?
If you don't understand what non-binary means...
I don't.
Then I'm not sure you're in a position to lead a debate.
So just tell me.
Tell me.
But if you can't explain it in simple language, then
what is it?
What's the point?
Well, explain what
I can tell you
non-binary is.
exactly what being a
It means that my gender
transsexual is.
identity is something other than man or woman. I'm a non-binary individual.
But you accept you're a female.
I don't.
Okay, so do we have non-binary prisons? Like, if she goes to prison for something, she going to the male prison, the female prison, or is she just getting stuck out in the yard for everybody? Like, which is it? Because there's no non-binary sports teams, there's no non-binary prisons, there's no non-binary schools. It's like you're just a boring, pathetic woman who is stating that you're special by using a dumb pronoun called non-binary in order to state that somehow you're different. Ooh, you're so edgy and special. No, you're boring, you're dull, you have no point. So what? These people are pathetic. They're absolutely pathetic. They have nothing to offer anybody. And all they want to do is say, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm special because I don't blend in with this side of society or this side of society. I'm different, and different is special. No, you're not special. You're pathetic, and everyone knows it, and everyone sees it. You just have this throw in there, well, I'm trans too. It's not just Blair. I'm special too. Really?
I think that I'm here to discuss the contents of my...
You raised this whole thing. I didn't mention anything about what you were. You did. You said, I'm trans.
This has really become uncomfortably personal.
Has it? You said it.
She's the one who brought it up. Uncomfortably personal. Well, you were the one who brought up the fact of your... you're the one that brought up your persona and your gender identity. And when you're backed into a corner being asked what it is, you're going to use the victim excuse? Well, I don't know how to explain it. You're just stupid for not knowing. And now I'm uncomfortable and I'm a victim. So you're a bad person. I'm a victim all because I brought up my gender identity. Please. Gender identity is a bunch of bull and everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. What? This lady's pathetic, man.
Not me.
If you think this is uncomfortably personal, try undressing in a locker room with a 6'4" naked man.
Riley Gaines at the end there. It was amazing. It went on. Piers was so good. Like, just, what is it? What is it? I really...
These people, they always have to bring up that they're special by being non-binary. But then when they're asked about it, they retreat. They don't want to talk about it. Well, you're the one that brought it up, so obviously you want to talk about it. Now that we're talking about it, you don't want to talk about it because you don't have any good answers? Because now you're looking stupid, you want to backtrack? Really? These people are dumb. They're dumb. They're not special. They're the unspecial people in a group of people, screaming how special they are. And then when people ask them, well, how are you special? They play the victim card and call you stupid, which just makes them a bunch of jackasses.
I doubt that this person even knows what it is, because why was she so reluctant to define it?
Yeah, well, first of all, that's like the third time I've watched that video. It's still cracking me up. It is amazing. It was one of Piers Morgan's greatest moments. But of course, this entire thing it's an induced mental illness.
Induced mental illness. Yeah, you're creating your own crazy. That's what you're doing. Also, you ever notice how it's always these liberal white women identifying as non-binary? Liberal white women. Boring ladies who aren't dealing with nothing, acting like their shit don't stink when their shit does stink. There's nothing interesting about them. They serve no purpose in society. Their purpose is to walk around telling people how important they are when really they're nothing. They're just sad, annoying individuals. Because when you have to deal with people like this, they make everything 10 times harder in order to feel like they're contributing somehow, but they're contributing to being annoying. You just want to walk away from them. You don't even want to talk to them like, you're non-binary. Okay, I'll be over there with the sane people, and not over here with the pathetic people trying to act like they're special when they're not.
That's what makes it so painful, you know. We pick on the trans people, and transgenderism is, in fact, a violent movement. I mean, if you work with my friend Matt Walsh, you know how much security he has to have for standing up against them. It is a violent movement because it's a non-real movement. It's a movement against reality, and reality has a way of dominating the culture, and so ultimately you're going to have to fight if you don't want to live under reality. But the fact of it is, it's induced. It is induced by the left on mostly gay young people who don't know who they are, and they're confused and they're worried and they're afraid, and the left comes and tells them this lie and tells them, like Satan tells people, it tells them it's going to make them feel better and it's going to make them stronger.
You know what? I also have a question. If you're non-binary and you don't identify as male or female, but you're attracted to females, what sexuality is that? Does anyone know? Because I know a lot of lesbians who wouldn't date someone like that. I'm a lesbian. I wouldn't date someone like that. You can't identify what you are, who you are, but you're stating what you are and who you are, but you're not giving a clear definition. But you're saying you're attracted to women, but you don't identify as a woman, but you look like a woman and your DNA says you're a woman. So technically you'd be a lesbian, but because you don't identify as a female, then you're not a lesbian, you're a what? What are you? Well, it's not important for you to know what I am. It's important for me to know what I am. Okay, good luck getting dates. Because if your dating selection is only narrowed down to woke people like you or the non-binary crowd, like lesbians have like 15%, maybe 15%, and I'm highballing here, 15% of the population to pick from to date. You just pretty much eradicated your dating pool down to 1%, if that. And you wonder why they're always so miserable. Well, I think we all know why now. Ugh. I'm going to keep going. Let's see. They have anything else?
To accept this lie instead of living in reality. And then we wind up blaming, again, we blame the transgender person. Sometimes they're to blame for the things that they do. They are responsible for themselves. But I think we got to clean these people out of our schools. We got to clean them out of our academies. We got to clean them out of like polite society.
I agree with that. I do think we need to get them out of our schools because they're going into their classrooms and telling these children who are supposed to be learning from them, hey, everybody, my name is Zezer. My name is Bruce on the Tanya, and I identify as non-binary. Okay, these are children. Half of them don't know what it is. The other half do because their parents are crazy. Why the hell should we know what you identify as? So you could be the special one in the classroom when the children are the ones who are supposed to be special here? But now you're the non-binary teacher, so all these children have to bow down to you, even though they don't know what the hell you're talking about. So now you have to educate the children that don't know what you're talking about, and I use education very loosely, in order to indoctrinate them into this crazy idea that makes no sense and is an ideology based on irrational thinking and crazy people. You have to be crazy and incredibly narcissistic. And I don't mean like grandiose narcissism. I mean like self-conscious narcissism, which can be way more annoying because you're narcissistic, but you need the approval of all these strangers, and you need to control how these strangers think and speak in order to validate you're crazy. It makes no sense. It sounds retarded. This lady's retarded. The ideology is retarded. And we need to get it out of schools because it's making our children retarded. Like and subscribe, everyone. I want to give a shout out to our newest Blue member, Salma Pasquera. Thank you for being a member, and thank you for all our members. It keeps this channel going. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you liking and subscribing and commenting below, and I will see you in the next one.